Here's an AP Calculus AB. Maybe it could be a BC question too. Multiple choice. A 13-foot ladder is leaning against a 20-foot wall when it begins to slide down the wall. During the sliding process, the bottom of the ladder is sliding away from the bottom of the wall at a rate of 1/2 foot per second. At what rate is the top of the ladder sliding down the vertical wall when the top of the ladder is exactly 5 feet above the ground? So I can draw it like this. Here's the ladder. Here's the distance from the ladder to the thing. It says that the ladder is 13 feet, so that's 13. I want to know when the top of the ladder is 5 feet above the ground, so that's 5. I'm going to call this X. I'm going to call this Y. And I know that the change of X with respect to time, it says it's sliding 1/2 foot per second. It's 1/2 foot per second this way. Now that's a positive direction. What if I had drawn the ladder over here and I have X going in a negative direction? Well, I'd get the opposite sign for Y of what it should be, but look at the answer choices. -2, there's no +2. -6/5, there's no +6/5. -12/13, there's no +12/13. 5/6, there's no -5/6. So if I got, let's say the answer was 12 and I got -12 and it was supposed to be +12, well, I would be okay. I would, well, all the answers are negative except D. So if I got the wrong sign, I would say, oh, I just must have put the ladder on the wrong side of the wall. But there's also a hint here. It says it's sliding down. Down in the up and down direction is negative. So it's got to be one of the negative answers. It's going down. That one's out. Got a 33% chance. How do I relate these three distances here? Well, x squared, this is a right triangle, plus y squared equals 13 squared. Pythagorean theorem. Now, all I have to do is differentiate this. With respect to x, these will just be 0. Y squared and 13 squared will be 0. So this is 2x dx dt. And then with respect to y, this is the only one that matters, plus 2y dy dt. And 13 squared, it's a constant, so I differentiate that with respect to x or y at 0. So now I just plug in the numbers I have. Oh, I don't know what x is, but I do. I can use the Pythagorean theorem to find x, or maybe you remember this Pythagorean triple, 5, 12, 13. So x is 12. And so now I've got everything. I've got my y, I've got my x, I've got my dx dt. I can solve for dy dt. So 2 times 12 times dx dt, which is 1/2, plus 2 times 5 dy dt equals 0. 2 times 12 times 1/2 is 12, plus 10 dy dt equals 0. I need a little bit more room. Subtract 12 from both sides. 10 dy dt equals -12. dy dt equals -12 tenths equals, divide both by 2, -6/5, which is answer B. Now again, if I had drawn the ladder on the wrong side, I've come up with +6/5, but I have to recognize since it's moving down, it has to be negative. So there's the answer to this one, B.